Hey, let's play Lost Ark episode 8.
Remember to activate your triport. It will help you.
One, two, again!
Halt! Only authorized personnel may enter.
By the hells, Dutry. Don't you recognize the champion of Lutera Castle?
You mean the one who's a close friend to the king? Oh, sorry about that.
As you may have heard, these are the Proving Grounds. It's where powerful warriors gather to test their mettle in honorable combat. You'll find similar places in the larger cities like Lutera. We call them arenas. You can participate in an arena by yourself to prove your strength in solo combat. Or you can partner with allies to take on tougher challenges. Solo or grouped, be ready to take on some truly powerful opponents. And again, you're a formidable knight in service of His Highness. If you plan on venturing out, you may find it wise to gain as much combat experience as you can out there. If you want to register, you can do so inside the arena. I have a feeling you'll be one of the greatest champions ever of the Proving Grounds. Good luck.
This is the Proving Grounds. Oh, dear knight. What are you doing here? Are you going to join the Proving Grounds?
With your ability, you just might win the entire thing. Usually, you would need to pass a test to prove yourself. Of course, you will notably prove your worth already, so you'll be able to join. Don't underestimate your opponents, though. As the Kingdom of Knights, Lutera has plenty of capable warriors. You're looking around the castle, aren't you? I suggest go visit the portal statue we have here. Well then, we're looking forward to seeing you compete one day. A great many knights have entered these Proving Grounds to prove their worthiness.
That's amazing. So, this is the proving ground I've heard so much about.
Amazing, isn't it? An unbeatable champion with 1,000 wins. I'm sure you're strong enough to enter this Hall of Fame yourself.
What a splendid place.
My goodness, look at those trophies. So, this is the proving grounds that I've heard so much about.
What a splendid place.
King's Knight, hello, it's Flynn. I fought alongside you once, in case you don't remember. It's okay, I'm just happy to see you again. See, the kids training over there. To them, you're the greatest hero there is. They all want to be like you, King's Knight. Lutera is the state of knights. If you're not busy, could you encourage the squires trading in the alley next to the proving grounds? It'll be a great honor for them. Ririk, oh gods, it's the King's Knight in person. Did you really beat Cadogan with a single blow in the battle-bound plains? Incredible. I want to become a great knight, so I can fight alongside you one day, Ririk.
Be careful, Navir.
Kids will remember this day, whenever the going gets tough. Who knows, your encouraging words today might beget many great nights in the future.
It's a lovely day to go to the proving grounds.
What song should I play?
We bored should sing to make people happy, but during the Regent's reign, I only felt like singing gloomy, depressing songs. Now it's gone, and His Majesty's reign has brought a new dawn to Lutera. Could you check how the others in Lutera Castle are feeling? I want to sing a song to match their mood.
Don't miss this chance!
Ugh, what a predicament. It sure must seems like my master has a crush on that bard lady, don't you think? It's obvious to you too, isn't it? All he does is stand here and stare at her all day. By the gods, he must be my master. He may be my master, but isn't this a dereliction of his duties as a knight? My master has never even talked to a girl before, for fear he'll do something that might go against the knightly code of conduct. It's not my place to say this, but I think it's a lost cause when it comes to courting ladies. Sigh. By the way, King's Knight, you seem like you'd be quite popular when it comes to courtship. Would you happen to know a sure way to win a lady's heart? Could we possibly count on your help with this?
Master Severus, can we get going now, please?
Everyone's happy to have a new king. I'd better write a song to spread their happiness everywhere else. I hope His Majesty Therain will be a good ruler.
Master Severus, can we get going now?
Greetings, we only sell the best, hand-picked items. What's that? You want to know how to win a lady's heart? Let's see what I got, Well, ladies like a well-dressed, attractive suitor, but one must not forget how important the lover's scent can be. Now this cologne has sailed across the seas from a mysterious island in the east. That's right, it's come all the way from the land of Annika. They say people in Annika anoint themselves with fragrant oils to attract admirers. I'm sure a dab of this will certainly win over any lady that happens to get a good whiff. Don't you think? Oh, King's Knight, what brings you here? I was just passing by and decided to take a short break here. Stop hesitating and talk to her. Oh yes, that pretty lass, Daria. I can tell by the look on your face that you already know everything. I'll try to forget her. I don't deserve her. She probably doesn't even know I'm here. But put on this cologne first. Huh? Cologne? Is that an order? I'm sorry, but I think wearing strong cologne goes against the code of conduct for Lutheran knights. Oh, of course, you can wear all the cologne you like. You're the Knight of Knights, Luthera's sword. Your spell is a little import. What's important is the chivalrous reputation. This cologne is dashing, like a chivalrous man would wear. You said you got it from the Aether at the general goods store? Very well. I'll go by and wear this cologne and try to strike up a conversation with her tomorrow. Thank you for your wisdom. Hello, adventurer. Hey, you don't look too well. I bet you're worn out, having saved so many lives, eh? And you've grown sick and tired of being the sole problem solver in the world. Then maybe it's time you consider joining a guild. Tell me, do you know about the Adventurers Guild of Vern? I don't know. It's a guild that has influence on every adventurer in Arcesia. Even the Adventurers Guild was at first a small organization to raise adventurers. But now they support adventurers all over Arcesia and support the activities of other guilds. The Adventurer Guild is providing guild activity funds right now. So you should start guild activities too. How do I join a guild? Open the guild menu. You'll see the recommended guild list. Try sending a join request to a guild that suits you. Of course, you can search for a guild you want to join directly. If you're still doubtful of which guild to join, you can ask guilds that are looking for members for an invite. Oh, and this is my own tip from going through a lot of adventures and guilds. After joining a guild, donate. You can receive Silmaril Bloodstones as reward for guild donations. Dutiful attendance and donations are basic manners for guildmates, and it's a guild's basic principle to reward guild activities. Understood. Now join a guild and do guild donation. A normal donation will be the least burden to you. Do it, and I'll present you with a handsome amount of guild allowance. Good, you joined without a problem. You even donated, so the guildmates will know about your existence. But the Arcesian Guild has a standard rule. You are a new guildmate for 3 days after joining the guild, so you can do real guild activities after 3 days. Think of it as a training period. If you become a regular guildmate, guild activities will become very enjoyable. You can earn the rare Silmaril Bloodstones. Yes, you heard of the Silmaril Bloodstones? It's a very rare resource that appeared after the Shade War. The power of Bloodstones is still being researched, but its worth is already high. The main objective of many guilds is the Silmaril Bloodstones. Guilds collect Silmaril Bloodstones through various activities. According to guild policy, the guild bloodstones gathered like that are distributed to the guildmates who contributed to the guild. Then what's the standard for contributing to the guild? It's the weekly contribution. They look at the contribution to the guild for the week. How do you build up contributions? Check in for attendance and doing the guild donations are among the simplest things you can do. Did you check out the weekly objective? It's the UNOS task for your guild, designated by the guild manager. You can choose any task on the weekly objective list and complete it to raise your contributions. Oh, and did I mention, there are personal rewards as well. All in all, you'll be a fool to miss out on them. Understood. Consider me, I forgot to tell you, the most important thing. The silver bloodstones you obtain from guild activities can be exchanged for useful items at the Silver Bloodstone Exchange Merchant. Here, this is the allowance I mentioned before. If you have time, make sure to visit the Silver Bloodstone Exchange Merchant. Tell you, the items that the exchange merchant carries in stock will make you wet your pants. Let's see about that.
I'll make 'em shine. I'll make 'em shine. it's so sparkly. Oh, it's so sparkly.
Hey Björn, sorry I was on the phone with my silly brother. How's it going, buddy? That awesome guild has one person in. But I found a tab with invite your friends, so I just poked all my friends. All two of my friends. As the name implies, ability stones boost abilities. It would be great if all engraving effects did this, but the side effects could also cause reduced abilities. The result varies depending on faceting, but it still benefits you greatly when equipped. So I just need to equip them. You can't just equip them as is. First, visit an ability stone cutter and facet them. You can't equip them unless they're fully faceted. If you look closely at the ability stone, you will be able to see something called a node. Every time you facet a stone, the activation level increases by 1. Once you've raised the nodes all the way to the maximum, the stone's strength will awaken. That's when you can finally equip it. Do you understand? I understand. Do all ability stones have the same effect imbued within them? No. That's right, yes. They have something called engraving effects on them, and what's engraved on the surface differs for each stone. And even if it's the same type of stone, the end result will differ depending on the level of activation of the engraving effects. Since ability stones have so many different effects, you'll never get tired of collecting and faceting them. Now, if you want to make use of the powers within the ability stone, what would you have to do? Facet it first. Every ability stone has different engraving effects and notes, so you have to finish faceting the stone in order to equip it. Where can I facet the ability stones? All you need to do is bring your ability stone to an ability stone captor in a city. You can obtain ability stones from various sources during your adventures, including Una's task. Let me give you your first ability stone, just to get you going. Now, if you have an ability stone on you, talk to me to start faceting it.
I'll make 'em shine.
Great! Once faceting is finished, the ability stone will start to shine brightly. Faceting the ability stone will provide its power to the one who equips it. Make sure to try equip it, and don't just let it sit in your inventory. When you don't feel like equipping a particular ability stone, you can always choose to dismantle it. When dismantled, ability stone produce mysterious power, which can be used to purchase a stone chest. This means that even ability stones you don't like can be useful in a way. Yeah, probably not, but I'm just trying to figure out why I can't equip them. Like, I'm maxed out. I can't fucking hammer more on them. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to do this thing as well. Ah, okay. Here is your thing. Trade for fancy currency, I guess. It even looked like the interface from Neverwinter online.
Visit the orchard. When you go east, the fruit there is marvelous.
Thanks much for having a pet. Ah, okay, cool.
I wonder where Hyde gets all those ingredients. I wonder where Hyde gets all those ingredients.
The barbecue here is
Supporting the
exquisite.
East. Is that going to affect my taxes? Oh, this peace won't last. His Majesty Thyrene might change, just like Sherrit did.
Yeah, Thorane, don't change, motherfucker.
Eat it while it's hot. You heard, right? A brilliant light came from...
Fine weather we're having.
I heard the crown His Highness wears was made by the people of Lakebar.
My treat today.
It's time to get back on our feet.
This is the Termia Library. Please keep it down.
It's an honor to meet you.
Hello, did you also come to see the portal statue? Oh, so you didn't know? Yeah, I'm at Laterra Castle. Or well, the town around it, I guess. This must be an act of fate that we met today. This statue is absolutely necessary for adventurers like you. It's one of the legacies that the Lassanites left in Arcasia. As its name suggests, the statue has an ability to bring you back to it. I'll tell you how to use it. First, touch the statue. Good job. This place will now serve as your point of return. Now I'll teach you a song of return. Play that song. You will return to the portal statue that you've set as your current return location. Do note, however, that you can only set one return location at a time, but you can change your return location at any time, as many times as you want. If you want to change your return location, just find a portal statue in another area and touch it. And then you'll be able to find a place that feels like home. Ah, it's really nice that the market is bustling with people with smiles on their faces. Go on, have some fun. Yeah, but I have to be 50 or above. So we'll see if I get to 50 before the thing is over or not. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, that should be fine then, I guess. I mean, what the fuck, I took like 10 levels at least yesterday, so... I like it slow. Are you enjoying your adventure? I came here to tell you something, but I've already talked to you. You won't allow me to compete, what the fuck. Go away, you silly girl.
I'm sure our descendants will honor you and His Highness.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. I have vacation for a few days.
Interesting. I understand why they're so anxious.
5% success rate. Sounds like your kids are as lazy as my kid. I like to reassure my people, but at the same time, solidifying our country's foundation is important. I'll have to think about how I can do both. Thank you for listening to them on my behalf.
Remember to activate your triport. It will help you get...
It's a lovely day to go to the Proving Grounds.
What song should I play?
There, shut the fuck up, son. Oh wow, you have some fine gear indeed. I guess it's time for you to learn how to equip engravings. Engravings are a highlight of gear enhancement. Do you have some time? I can explain it now. Do you know how to activate an engraving effect? Facet ability stones. Yes, you facet an ability stone and gain 5 or more power node points. However, more often than not, you won't be able to gain as many power node points as you'd like, to with the ability stone alone. That's when you equip the engraving. You'll gain additional power node points that you need. Yes, the power node on the ability stone, combined with the node on the engraving you have equipped, determines how effective it's going to be. Well, there's nothing too difficult. The engraving must be fully collected and activated before they can be equipped. So you collect and activate an engraving. Drag the engraving icon from the engraving effect window onto character info and place it in the engraving slot. Work here to open the engraving effect window and right click on the engraving. Note that you can equip the same engraving at the same time, which will result in power nodes on identical engravings being added up. Ooh, that was all I wanted to tell you. Do you have any questions? I have nothing more to ask. Depending on how you set up your engravings, you either do very well or extremely poorly in battle. Always remember to equip proper engravings so you can tilt the odds in your favor, okay?
It's an honor to meet you. His Majesty ordered to reopen the auction house to revive Lutera's economy?
I'm glad to see all the merchants keeping busy again. You should visit the auction house when you have time. If you're lucky, you'll be able to purchase some great products at the bargain. Being the largest trade hub in the continent, Lutera Castle has all kinds of modern conveniences. Have you looked around the shops in the area? I have. Of course you have. I forgot how much you love to talk to people, King's Knight. Come back anytime when you need help. I'll always be here, rooting for your adventure.
Visit the orchard. When you go east, the fruit there.
It's an honor to have the King's Knight visit such a humble place.
Currently, we're making repairs on the Lutera Castle walls, and we are all happy for a chance. We'll see that the walls will never collapse again. We live in the castle now, huh? I wish you a wonderful journey. Huge ass monsters are the best. We're not working because Regent Chirrut levied ridiculous high taxes on us. I felt more like a prisoner than a farmer. King Thrain said he'd return all the feats Chirrut seized from us. Please get rid of those awful bulletin boards displaying the outrageous tax rates. They're quite an eyesore.
Ah, you're the one who helped King Thrain.
I've heard so much about you, but I never imagined I'd ever meet you. What brings you here? I'll help with whatever you need. You're looking for Nahum's descendants? Ah yes, I know them. 2 brothers are governing the estates right now. The older one lives at Monterque Manor, just down the road this way. The young one, Bishu, lives a bit farther away. They can be rather grumpy, the 2 of them. I'd recommend exterminating some weevils on your way. You should also meet their butler, Evald, first. Once he puts in a good word for you, you should be good to go. I heard rumors that Regent Chirrut died in the war. They haven't even found his body though. Seems very convenient that someone so vile could just up and die. I don't believe a word of it. I hope people don't forget how awful he was just because of some rumor. Oh sorry, don't mind me. Rubian keeps rambling that he thinks Chirrut might still be alive. Even if he were alive, we'd all just wish him dead. I don't know why he's so paranoid about this. He's really dead, right? Oh hey, you were there. Right, Chirrut is definitely dead, right? That's what they're saying. If he's alive, someone's hiding him. The people who saw it say he wasn't beheaded. Then who's hiding him? Oh, why are you eavesdropping on us? There are rumors that Rubian is connected to Chirrut's army. I know he's a good man. I'm not sure how that rumor got started. This sort of rumor could make the people nervous. We need to do something. I haven't seen them this happy in so long. This has breathed life back into the state. Thank you, Hero.
On behalf of everyone in the county, I'd like to thank you for your help.
We come seeking records left by Nuhan himself. That sort of record is probably held in the safe of Nuhan's birthright. The safe is managed by my master, Count Monterque. He happens to be home right now. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Ah, you're the knight who... You want to see the records left by my ancestor? Are you saying you need the safe keys?
Even if I were to give you the keys to the safe, you'll need the keys to my ancestor's manor to get in. My younger brother has those keys, though it pains me to call that wretch a brother. He's the shame of our family. He tried to side with Chirrut and end the Lutheran dynasty. Speaking of Bishop, puts me in a foul mood. Leave my home at once.
I overheard your conversation. You're looking for the records our ancestor left in the safe.
In that case, you'd need both of their keys. Frankly, I'm not sure they'd be willing to help. They had a falling out, all because of the regent. Having opposed the regent, father was subjected to heavy taxes. My uncle did not oppose the regent. Perhaps he was thinking of his people. Feeling betrayed, my father cut all ties with my uncle. Now that the regent is gone, I wish father and uncle would make amends. They're both quite stubborn though. It won't be easy. but could you help them reconcile? Since Bishop Manor is busy with the harvest, it might help if you took them some farming tools in my father's name. It just so happens that Sherit men left their weapons behind. Perhaps you could use them. You can pick up the farming tool order form from the farm manager and pass it on to the blacksmith. Knight Ririk, if you're on your way to Bishop Manor, would you mind lending me a hand? I've come up with a plan to end this feud, and I'm going to need the help of my cousin Elia. I have this very simple plan, where we pretend to destroy a family heirloom to bring them together. They will definitely both agree that we can't destroy something that important. I've secured this very realistic 4 ruby and an order form with the exact detail of the real heirloom. Please bring these to Turner. It's the best there is. I'm sure he can handle this. Unfortunately, once that's done, I still can't go to Bishop Manor myself. Our fathers wouldn't allow that. Please bring Ilya the ring when it's done and tell her the plan. Ririk, do you have a moment? King Therain has ordered that all tribute unjustly collected should be returned to the people. If you tell them about it, I'm sure they'll be delighted. Could you deliver the tribute to Pickle, the farm manager? But they're giving all the tribute back. Oh, long live King Therain. Maybe things aren't so bad after all. We should let the farmers know about this good news right away.
Master Norn wants to order top-of-the-line farming tools?
Of course, I can write up the order form right now. But I think the people who need the farming tools the most are the folks at the Bishu Manor down the river. They must be busy harvesting diuricas this season. When the lords were on good terms, we had plenty of diurica to go around, even enough to make horse feed. Oh well, that's all in the past. Here, take this order form.
These weapons were abandoned by Sherit soldiers when they fled. What good would they be on a farm? These may have belonged to the rebels, but they look like they could be useful.
Greetings. An order from Master Norn, I see. A replica, eh? Ah yes, this looks simple enough. I'll get this ready for you right away. So what does he need a replica for anyway? To get those 2 brothers back together? Lady Elia may well agree to that. I know she's been troubled by the standoff between their fathers. Well, best of luck to both Master Norn and Lady Elia. Family can certainly be tiring. I'll be sure to fashion the greatest replica you've ever seen. Hold on, looks genuine to me, and I've quite the eye for these things. I hope this plan works out. Give Lady Elia my regards.
Huzzah! Master Norn said someone was on the way. He was talking about you, wasn't he?
I heard a story. He said you need to melt down the Sherit's army weapons, turn them into farming tools.
As expected, even the color is different from ordinary iron. I'll melt this, spread it, and beat it.
Hold on, I made it nice and sturdy. Oh shit. Go ahead and take them. With the Diurica harvest in full swing, the folks at Bishop Manor will certainly appreciate this. You can ask Angler Melville how to get there.
Master Norin told me about you. You'd like to take a look around the domain?
If you go down the path, you'll find Bijou Manor. As you can see, Nahum's domain is bountiful. Lovely place to live. We'd have nothing to worry about if the two families could make amends and live in harmony as before. I hope Master Norin's clever idea works. Ribbit. You have something to give me. Oh, Norin, do you know this is the second outlandish plot he's sent my way to try to get our fathers to make amends? I want them to reconcile just as much as he does, but he wants to bring it about by subterfuge. I just want them to talk to each other, like adults. You must have gotten this replica from Turner. I can tell this work anywhere. It's really very well done. I'll try again to make my point very clear to Norin. Here, will you help me tie my letter to the messenger pigeon? Maybe he'll understand my position if it's spelled out point by point. Okay, the messenger pigeon has flown away. I really hope he stops coming up with these ridiculous plans.
What? My brother sent me a gift?
Ah, yeah, right. There's no way that never-minded jerk would send me a present. Wait a minute. Maybe he's trying to blow my house up. This is a bomb. You can't fool me. Get out of here.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Elise, Bijou Nahum's daughter.
Elise, you're called Ilya. The fuck? The subtitles or whatever doesn't exactly match the conversations a lot of time was noticed. I'm sure my father's attitude has upset you. I understand. My father has been paranoid ever since the new king took the throne. I think he regrets siding with the regent, but he lacks the courage to speak to my uncle. Like the capital was, what was it, like the wall of lost heroes or something they called it, but it was like the wall of courage in the all written text. How about we try this another way? Let's send my uncle a gift in my father's name. I'm sure my uncle would love if we send him our farm's specialty produce, Diarica. Since His Majesty's reign has given a royal decree, if you pass the word to the farmers, they'll be more than happy to provide you with Diarica.
They want to cut taxes in half? Oh, that's great news.
Sending Diaricas as a gift is a brilliant idea. If we're going to make a gift of it, it would be best to make some horse feed that they need over at Montague Manor. The barn should be full of freshly harvested Diaricas. Just ask Tristan and help yourself to them. Please share this good news with the farmer on the way. Long live King Therain.
Now we can finally take a break.
I have time to stretch now. Yay.
The sunlight and fresh air feels so good.
Hey there, it's you. I'm Francois, and I'm a painter. The ferry of inspiration has led me all the way here from Plehilla, the land of the arts. The golden sea of Dairika makes my heart flutter just like the waves, although it could use more impact. Something like the noble element of humanity captured from the scene of rugged toil and labor. That's it. Okay, go over there and try collecting the Dairika grains off the ground. Hurry, before the sunset fades away. Yeah, exactly. But that's like, I think it's quite common in this, in like the Asian games that gets released basically at the same time everywhere. I'll probably fix it at some point. I don't really care that much. Yeah, I mean, just take like Path of Exile. Path of Exile has been around forever now, and they only have like cosmetics and like convenience with like bank space or like storage space and shit like that. I just don't like paying for like proper progress on your character. That's a bit much with microtransactions, I think. But whatever, as long as it's not competitive, then I don't care. If I wanted to make this like my main game, I would probably be a bit annoyed about paying for progress, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. The world will soon marvel at this masterpiece by Francois, the maestro painter. I've let you out, though. You're not exactly the most picturesque model. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, you did a good job. Yeah, probably. But like I said, if this was like my main game, I'd probably be pissed about that. But yeah, since I'm just casually playing, then I don't really care.
That villain Sherrit choked every last penny from us. But the new king certainly seems to understand our situation.
If it means the two masters can make peace, I'd love to give you all the Dairika you need. Although those pesky pigrets cleaned our barns empty again, just like they do every harvest season. If you're going to make horse feed, you could collect the stolen Dairika from the pigret den and take that to the mill. While you're at it, please make an example of the king pigret, so that those critters won't ever set foot near our farms again. Pigrets are pests that destroy our crop, but their lives are actually quite nutritious. Their diet consists mainly of diarrhea, which is very healthy. Shuram was saying the other day that he needs some pigret liver for his ailing vision. The best thing for that is actually a mother pigret's liver, but the mother pigret never leaves the den, so it's near impossible to catch one. If you happen to come across a mother pigret's liver, please give it to Shuram. I'm sure he'll make it worth your while. Yeah, time gating for the win or not, but yeah, feels good when you're done at least. Okay, I don't know what the tickets are, but I guess it's some shortcut skip thing you can get. But yeah, co-oping can be a bit of an issue in these games where people don't even know how to play their own fucking characters most of the time. Pigret livers, how did you manage to get something so precious? I've been having trouble with my dimming eyesight lately. This will be perfect. Thank you.
So, you want to turn all this Diorica into horse feed?
Yeah, okay. It seems like Master Bishu has finally set his mind straight. Please wait just a moment. Here you go, it's the finest horse feed made from Dioricas. I'm sure Lord Montague will greatly appreciate it. You've heard it too right. They say Rubian provided shelter to the Sheriff's army. It seems like Ewald went over to Rubian and told him off. Rubian has denied all charges, but my, what a mess. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Perhaps you could convince him to confess and ask for forgiveness. I don't understand where they got this rumor. Hey there, good night. Please do me a favor. I have to clear my name of this ridiculous claim that I'm Regent's spy. I can hardly sleep because I'm so upset about this. Ridiculous. You're strong and people respect you, right? Head over to Butler Ewald and put in a good word for me, please. Rubian. Oh, I know Rubian is the bad person. Everyone suspects Rubian of collaborating with the Regent. If I hadn't visited him, the mob could have raided his home. It's so hard to stop rumors. I think there's another way. I think we can say that Rubian found where the Sherit soldiers were hiding. Then he asked you to take them out, since he couldn't do it all by himself. With that kind of rumor, I'm sure people would see Rubian in a different light. Come to think of it, some new workers at the manor have been acting quite suspicious. You didn't hear any of this from me, though.
Say that again. Bishu? He sent all this Diorica feed?
Back before we had our falling out, my brother would send me this sort of thing from time to time. What have I been doing all this time? Waiting for my brother to approach me first? Norin told me everything. I understand now why my brother had to make that choice. Thank you for resolving our misunderstanding. As a token of appreciation, I'd like to offer you the safe key. Norin will have it ready for you. Oh, also, have them prepare the finest stallions. Please take them to my brother. Also, please tell him that I'll come see him soon. I appreciate it.
You did it. Now we just have to convince Uncle Bishu.
Here's the safe key. You can collect the estate's horses from Veronica over there. Before you returned, I received Elia's reply. She says that my plans are ridiculous and we should be encouraging the two of them to talk. She knows full well they won't talk. If we don't trick them, they'll never reconcile. What's so wrong with wanting to restore a lasting bond through deception? Although, I mean, when I say it out loud like that, oh, maybe she's right. I just can't stand the two of them being adults. Please, see if you can bring me a bottle of wine without my father noticing. I'm getting rather thirsty. I knew you'd step up to help. Finally, Ruben can rest easy. We should spread this news to stop the rumors that he's been working for the Regent. I think it'd be great if you spread this story yourself. Really? Oh, I just overheard some other people saying it. Oh, please, don't tell anyone. I was the one who started the rumor. I really don't have a grudge against Ruben. He's a good man, that one. And stop talking smack.
Master Montirk asked you to get stallions for the Bishu Manor? Wow!
I was worried because both masters have tempers. Brothers shouldn't treat each other the way they do. I'm sure the old master would have been happy to see his sons finally make up. Yes, you can take these. They're healthy, bright creatures. Oh, I totally misunderstood him. Oh, poor Rivian. We should apologize. Thank you for letting us know. I'm so upset. I'm fine, really, honestly. Extremely fine. I'll find another way to convince them to talk to each other.
By the gods! What fine stallions these are! Who could be so generous to send them?
What? Lord Montague? By the gods, I should let the master know immediately.
Monterk? Yes. Those steeds are definitely from him.
That means the farming tools he sent before really were meant to be a peace offering. Oh my, I've been so narrow-minded. My foolishness has inconvenienced everyone. I know it sounds like an excuse, but truly, I only sided with the Regent to try to protect my people. But that son of his still refuses to submit to His Majesty and still exploits the farmers. The son of Regent Sherit is Berhart. He's been hiding out at Nahum's birthplace. I've compiled with him all this time out of fear he might harm my people, but now I see how wrong I was. I'm not sure how to confess this to my brother.
strength upon me. Several knights of Luterra have come to protect the king's tomb with me. Imbued with my clay soldiers, their souls will last the ages by my side. We must protect the glorious king of Luterra and the power of Genesis that he has taken on. One day, when the song of the hero rings throughout the land, the legend shall be reborn.
The sun bows down. The king's resting place.
This is the Termia Library. Please keep it down.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
You found the clues. Nahun's clay soldiers.
What a unique way to leave one's trace. The clay soldiers is mentioned in his biography. The sun worships the king's resting place. The king's resting place must mean a king's tomb, right? Perhaps Thrain knows which one.
Knowledge is wealth.
I never imagined I'd see the new king in my life. I felt as if it was in the eye of the storm of history. I could barely sleep because I was so excited. I'd like to hear some scholar's opinion on making a record of this event for historical purposes, and I can't think of anyone else who can convey the excitement of that day better than you can, King's Knight. Since you've never created a historical record before, I recommend you listen to my many scholars' opinions on His Majesty Terrain's enthronement and combine them for your right. I don't care what anyone says. It's true that His Majesty Thrain took what was rightfully his from Sherrit. As a historian, it's my duty to preserve only the accurate historical facts. I'm very busy right now. Could you do me a favor? Vivian, who works at Nereus Tavern, has asked for some self-help books, but I'm in the middle of a really important part of this novel. Sax the Scoundrel and his crew are returning from the Chaos Gate. It's a really exciting part. I can't stop now. Won't you please take some books to Vivian for me? Up until a few years ago, His Majesty Thrain was no one important. His victory over Regent Sherrit involved many lucky coincidences. Well, we'll have to see if he's going to be a benevolent king or a tyrant worse than the former regent. The downfall of the regent was bound to happen. Tyrant or not, the regent already reached the zenith of his power, so his following descent was only natural. The same goes for His Majesty Thrain. The only question is when. This is what you want to record in history. May I read it? These squiggly letters. It seems this needs some deciphering. Excuse me, editing. But I'm sure the content itself is accurate enough. The same historical event is viewed differently depending on one's perspective. And looking at it from many different perspectives helps paint a clear picture of the event. We thank you for your opinion, King's Knight.
This is the Termia Library. Please keep it down.
Book from the royal court, huh? It looks like a relic from the old era.
That's a lot of fucking self-help books.
Flowers for sale! Show someone you care with lovely flowers! I hope they throw a ball or something.
What? Where are these books? Did Boris really send these? Strange. I didn't realize he was paying attention to me. Given how his nose is always in his own books. Next, Your Majesty, I think we should address the food shortages in the city. Then we can tackle expanding our educational system. Excuse me, who are you? Why are you watching me? Wait, didn't I see you with His Majesty Thrain? Oh, this is great. You're close to His Majesty, aren't you? Maybe you could figure out how to become a queen. I have a lot of ideas that I think could make this nation better, and being queen would let me do just that. You're saying you don't have any ambition?
This is the Termia Library.
It's an honor to meet you.
heard a similar verse.
I remember someone singing it when I was young. Oh right, back then Odin was the court musician. He's retired now and living in Sunbright Hill. Why don't you ask him about that line? The farmers in the Diarrhea Plains should be able to give you directions to Sunbright Hill. You want to know how to become a queen? Okay, haven't thought about that in a while. The Queen of Luterra must be wise, fierce and benevolent, enough to rule the country in the absence of her husband. She also must have education and manners befitting a queen, unless I can tell you more about the latter. For everyone to become considered for the Queen of Luterra, she first must gain favor with the king. Besides that, there are a few obvious qualities expected in all queens. A great walking technique, correct posture, eloquence, proper etiquette. But that's not all. Social skills, equestrianship, swimming, embroidery, and knowledge of military operations and economics are all must. Forget about the qualifications to become a queen. As the king's knight who frequents the palace, you're also required to be familiar with royal etiquette. Allow me to teach you the basic greeting. Please repeat after me. Now you look as graceful as any well-bred courtier. Excellent, don't forget the greeting. It really befits someone of your reputation. There's no need for you to be so polite. We're friends, after all. I'm the one who should be thankful. You don't have to act so formal around me. Got it. You always manage to impress me somehow. Anyway, I actually have something I want to discuss with you. Sir Halrock seems to be going through something. Can you go to Boreas' domain and talk to him? I'm sure he'll feel better after talking to you.
We should prepare.
Oh, that's a long way off.
Remember to activate your triport. Time to get back on our feet.
Flowers for sale! Show someone you care with lovely flowers!
I hope I get more rich and handsome customers.
Finally, so tell me, what should I do to become queen? I think I got the right stuff, don't you? Oh, a greeting, jeez, how snobbish is that? Well, show me, I guess. But, a greeting. I have to know a complicated greeting if I want to become queen. Okay, I can be elegant, I can do this. You've fulfilled our deal. But if you find out anything that can help me become queen, you're going to let me know, right? I'll give you an important position if I become queen. Promise, please? Okay, I have some stuff I need to do in WoW, so I'll be back later on, but thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.